The National Weather Service reports that California's Death Valley on Sunday reached a scorching 128 degrees. And in Miami, a record 100-plus heat index for 46 days straight. Even the ocean water surrounding the southern tip of the Sunshine State is hitting triple digits, causing coral bleaching, which experts predict could lead to death of multiple reefs in the Florida Keys that serve as a barrier for the coastline during intense storms. And it's not just Americans baking in the heat. The European Union Climate Monitor predicts July could be the warmest month on Earth's record, with Earth just experiencing the hottest June since records began in 1850. John?
All right, Abigail Robertson at the White House. Stay cool out there. Well, Joe Mattimano is president and CEO of Central Union Mission, which works with the homeless population here in Washington. Joe, welcome to you. So we understand the dangers of extreme heat generally. Can you tell us how much more dangerous or how much more does it put the unhoused at risk?
Well, with a heat index in downtown Washington, D.C. of 105 right now, it's potentially deadly. For a person who lives on the street that's exposed to that all day long, they are likely dehydrated, potentially under the influence of drugs or alcohol. It is very likely a killer for somebody in those circumstances. And so we work very hard to try to mitigate that.
So where can people go to escape the extreme heat if they are unsheltered or experiencing homelessness?
So at our facility, for example, all day long, we distribute bottles of cold water. We have an air-conditioned day room for people to come in and just sit to escape the heat. We have an air-conditioned cafeteria where people can get 3 nutritious meals a day. And then in the evening, we have air-conditioned dorms. As a matter of fact, today, we had to ramp up all of these efforts because we've seen more and more people coming to us for assistance to escape the heat. So we've had to put down additional bed mats in our chapel area and in our day room to accommodate more people overnight. But basically, the goal is to keep people out of the heat, hydrated, and give them a respite from the intense heat and humidity.
Joe, I know you're very familiar with the numbers here in Washington. The homelessness has escalated since COVID, somewhere between the neighborhood of 5,000 and 10,000 people considered homeless in the nation's capital. How much more pressure has that put on groups like yours working to provide and meet the needs of homeless people?
A lot. The District of Columbia recently reported that there was about a 12% increase in the DMV area. So for us, that translates into providing more services, more beds, and we have especially seen an increase in the number of people coming to our food pantry for food assistance. That has shot up dramatically. Also, the number of meals that we serve at our shelter has shot up dramatically. Praise God, we have the resources to cover that right now. And the other piece that we're doing is we're still in COVID recovery mode. So all of those people who lost jobs in the COVID emergency can come to us now to get job training, job placement, English as a second language class, even help with addictions. So we're working hard at meeting the immediate needs of people living in poverty and homelessness, but also trying to get people off of the street permanently.
Joe, real quick here in 15 seconds or less, if you can, what can people practically do to help if they want to help contribute?
The best thing to do is to support organizations like Central Union Mission or another. We're in place to do this, so supporting us or supporting other groups financially, or if the Lord leads you to do it, handing out cold bottles of water on the street is always helpful.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Joe Mattimano with the Central Union Mission in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you also for the work that you're doing.
Thank you.